everybody, I'm Doug, and everybody knows my assistant Carrie. What? Oh, okay. I lost my assistant Carrie. This is the new co-host Carrie.
Hi.
Talent. Okay, let's get going. Co-host Carrie.
Questions?
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do questions. We're going to do industry news. I got information on Newport, Florida. I got information. We got some people that asked some questions. So let's just go in. Start.
Okay. Anna T from Romania wants to know. Hi, Anna.
From Romania.
That's pretty
worldwide.
Cool. That's pretty cool. How do you handle drugs on board?
How do I handle drugs on board? Well, okay, there's a couple of problems with drugs on board. We're not allowed to have drugs on board, but some crews sneak them on. So, like after the day, we go in the back and, oh, she means legal drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, legal drugs.
Yeah, well,
okay.
It doesn't really specify.
Okay, legal drugs. That's a really good question, actually, because we can have a certain amount of limited drugs on the boat, but then if we're offshore, what we do is we'll call a doctor. We have doctors that are standing by certain apps, and they will tell us what to administer. Now, crews sometimes. What?
And he's talking about like illegal drugs, like
illegal drugs.
And like.
It doesn't say.
Oh.
But you know what? That brings us up to what's going on in the world today. All you guys doing transiting, better take that in consideration. Somebody could come down with the coronavirus. You don't want to be like 1,000 miles from anywhere, so maybe kind of hang the coast a little bit more. Next question.
Mrs. M from Santa Barbara wants to know, while you're filming your cute little show, who is running the yacht you work for?
Mrs. M from Santa Barbara. Hey there. Oh, wait a minute. My boss is Mrs. M from Santa Barbara.
Oh, I get the question now.
Oh, okay. So,
good question, Mrs. M.
So we film this months in advance. It doesn't interfere with me running the boat. Matter of fact, we did our filming in December. I'm going to go shopping for Christmas for you for Christmas 2019 soon.
My favorite color is purple.
Yeah, okay. Next question.
Captain Paul
months in advance. This is all
months. From the Yacht Irresistible wants to know, how do you feel about wearing epaulettes on your boat?
Okay, Paul from Fort Lauderdale. Captain Paul, how you doing? Listen, epaulettes. Okay, for new crew. This is gonna be for new crew. All right, you see a lot of crew running around with 4, 3, 2, 1 stripe. They got all kinds of colors. Fork and knives. Okay, this is very important. Okay, it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Okay, if you were in the Navy, that would mean something. If you were on commercial boats, that would mean something. Coast Guard, it would mean something. But on yachts, it literally is just what the position gives you. Okay, so.
Sometimes it's just, they don't have the right one, they just throw one at you and you just put
the
it
most
on.
ridiculous thing on the planet is you see a 100-foot boat with 3 people with 3 stripes and 4 stripes, and there's some lowly deckhand there with 1 stripe. I mean, you look like a bunch of doormen. Okay, but anyway, there's an easy way to tell. The one good thing about uniforms is you can tell where people are from. So if you're wearing a full jacket and a cap and stripes all over the place, you're usually British. No, they're usually British. Now, if the United States, we have a couple of areas. Okay, if you were in Miami and you had an epaulette shirt on, and the shirt was buttoned down to here, and you had a big old fat gold chain with an anchor on it, that's from Miami. That captain's
would
from Miami.
sailboat have like tank tops with epaulettes on them?
I think they do.
I think they would.
Now, in Fort Lauderdale, if you see a bunch of guys running around in board shorts and no shirts and stupid tattoos all over the place, okay, they're from Fort Lauderdale.
Or America.
Hey, did I ever tell you that I used to work commercial before yachts?
Yes.
Yeah, I did?
Yes.
Yeah, I was a helmsman on the Exxon Valdez.
When it blew up?
I can't talk about that. I was also on the Costa Concordia. I was a helmsman there, too.
What if?
Look,
crashed?
He said left. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh my God.
He said left.
Industry news.
Okay, industry news.
From Florida, Captain James Puckett. He runs commercial boats.
Captain James runs commercial boats. This guy's insane, okay? I'm not going to mention the boats that he runs, but just picture a block of apartment buildings and he takes them up the river. I mean, this guy runs these huge boats like they're center consoles. He reported that they've got weddings, they've got dinners, everybody's on hold, they're ready to rock and roll, but right now, not much is going on. The other thing in Fort Lauderdale is, guess what? Boat ramps are opening up. Yay!
Good.
Boat ramps are going to open up, things are going to slowly open up. Now, if you go to Denison Yacht Sales website, all right, and then they go to their boat ramp map. They will tell you exactly
Cool.
what boat ramps are open and what's not. It's interactive, it's live. I just looked, they're all closed now. Tomorrow they're going to be open.
Good to know.
Anything else for Newport? I mean for
Florida.
Florida?
Nope.
Oh,
Yes.
the keys are still closed, but they're opening up the parks and stuff, but that's not for us.
Okay.
Next.
New England, Pila Pexton from Merrill Woods and Associates.
Okay. Pila has been really great with this. She's given me a lot of information. She's part of the Marine Trades Association up there, and right now they're all on a hold pattern. Okay? Hold pattern meaning that the quarantine's still in place. Now here's a couple of important things. Don't forget, you can't go into Rhode Island. You can't just show up to go work on a boat. You need to quarantine for 14 days. You can't just show up on a boat. You have to quarantine for 14 days. Even if you just want to go through, they're not letting you through. Now, there was a couple of questions, and this is a couple of weird ones, but you cannot count your quarantine time for time offshore. So if you leave Fort Lauderdale and 5 days later pull in Newport, you're starting to quarantine at 0. Also, something I've never seen in my whole entire career is the Q flag must be up. So when you're pulling in from Florida to Newport, you have to put the Q flag up. It's insane. I've never seen Q flags up this long before in my life. Next.
That's it, is it?
That's it? Okay, great. I want to say a couple other things. If you go to the Waterway Marine Guide, on their first page, it says marinas. Click on that. They have a listing of every marina, everywhere that's open and closed. That'll make it easier for you guys to get where you need to go. I think that's it for me.
Below deck.
Below deck. We're working on something for below deck. We got some inside information. But let me tell you something. I don't believe in below deck. First of all,
Celebrity guest host. Dude.
celebrity guest maybe. First of all, okay. Captain Lee put out a book, The Stud of the Sea. Really? Really? And what's that stewardess's name?
Listen, Captain Lee's pretty smooth. Kate, I love Kate.
Stud of the Sea? He's calling himself Stud?
smooth,
Okay,
you know,
Stud
with
of
the
the Sea.
beard going.
Okay, this is how professional it is. Oh wait,
I
Kate.
like Kate.
Kate left the show. I guess you guys all know
No!
that. All right, no, wait a minute.
She was
Her
the
press
best.
release for leaving the show, word for word, was the same thing that Prince Andrew said leaving the Royals. So she kind of puts her up at that level. Anyway, I think that's all the time we got. Thank you very much. I'm Doug.
I'm Carrie, your co-host.
I'm co-host, and that's the bottom line.
Bye.